just said stop.
But she was already upset that her team lost Sunday, so
that's what
that's the
She actually said if we mention the New England Patriots, then she gonna walk out.
I'm walking off set.
But you can't now though.
Yep, you're locked in, girlie.
Listen, I will climb over all of this.
You're locked in.
I will climb over all. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm the coolest monkey in the jungle.
Oh, no,
with
you
the shirt on.
didn't.
You got the shirt.
No, she didn't.
All right,
Don't
we
give
sitting
me
here with
props for that.
Desiree. We got Professor. What's going on, sir?
I'm listening to her getting upset more and more the more as she talk.
Yeah.
Patriots lost, then she wants to
got
joke.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
This is what's so funny right now. And you know when I start fixing my hair on the professor, that means I am no longer listening.
Oh, you cut him out, huh? That's cold.
But
I'm good.
I will say this because I am a woman who knows how to say I'm
Cut the
sorry
mic
when I'm
on.
wrong.
Cut the mic
Oh, my
on.
God.
He said, "Cut me up. People need to hear what I have to say." Bench warmer.
Okay.
Can we get a new engineer?
No, I'm like Jerry Jones. I ain't gonna fire myself.
I think you just made it.
Okay, turn yours down and
I'm
turn
the
hers
GM.
up.
Yeah, turn mine's
Listen,
too.
we're
Mine's
having
a little bit
We're
sensitive.
having
All right,
sound
we good.
issues
Testing,
because-
testing.
Hers is not
Okay.
up.
All right,
Because the
better.
bench warmer thinks that he's supposed to be overheard over everyone.
Right.
So if you're unable to hear me today, know that it's because I'm probably going to say something profound that he doesn't want to talk about.
No.
This is the reason why he is. It's just like the Super Bowl. They rig it so the best doesn't win.
Somebody already calling for a commercial.
I don't agree.
They rig it so the best.
I'm
won't
kidding.
win.
I don't agree.
And I think that that's what he's doing. You're not giving me a fair chance.
All right, let's keep this moving.
Time out.
Let's keep this moving. Then
Take the ball
let's
up
keep
middle.
this moving. Then we're gonna come back to you. On the set today we have the great Russell Merlin. What's going on, sir?
Ooh, where's the cheers?
You just got thrown into the woods.
I did. Yeah, I just walked into man.
Right,
Very
right.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you
Yeah,
too.
you just
They getting all on you.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
she's a Patriots fan.
At the end of the day, my team will always be known as winners.
They was losers
Let's
this
talk
year.
about that cowboy reputation.
They just
Any cowboy fans?
see, go ahead.
See, like my team will always be winning.
The gloves
just
off.
not on Sunday night.
Right, not this past Sunday.
They're not sore losers.
The gloves are off.
And the
I don't know. Brady was he was pouting.
Listen, it's okay.
Did you see him over there pouting? He just had his head down, poor
He was
thing.
whining.
It's okay.
He was whining, crying.
Yeah, he was
He was in the
pouting.
dark room.
He's in the dark room. Yeah, just toasting up. Yeah, I ain't
I
playing
can
no more.
almost promise you.
I take my ball and go home.
He's gonna get his money regardless.
You know, I can
His
see-
money is the only money guaranteed.
I can see why. I mean, here's a guy who's used to winning,
Uh-huh.
and you go out and you get embarrassed.
Embarrassed like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they came back in the second half. They adjusted.
Adjusted to lose.
I mean, it wasn't a blowout. Like
And what's so
beginning,
crazy?
I was a little
What's so
worried.
crazy about it is me and you talked about this too. We figured the Patriots were gonna win. We wanted the Eagles to win, but you didn't know which way you wanted to go.
I was torn, definitely torn, because I mean, I've been to Philly, played at the Vet. The Vet was a terrible stadium. All my injuries occurred
Was
at
it
the Vet. The Vet,
bad turf?
that turf felt like playing right here, just like that.
Oh,
It was very hard, and the fans, the Philly fans, man, I tell you what.
they terrible. Like that.
Oh man, mean, mean fans.
He
So,
rowdy.
Let's do this right here. We're gonna take a quick break because we got one more coming on. We got two. See, this is the Super Bowl show right
Listen,
here.
what music are you about to
Don't even go there. I got this covered. I ain't finna be
I'm telling you, if it's garbage,
No, it's good. We good.
I'm gonna walk off set. That's the listen.
All right, commercial break.
Yeah, I'm walk off set.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
walk.
like,
Are we
that's
taking the commercial break?
That's the
it's
equivalent.
Take a
gonna
commercial
be
break?
hard to get around me right now because I'm tied up in this corner
Yeah,
right
he
here.
ain't moving.
It's
And you ain't
equivalent.
jumping over there.
Hey,
He's locked in.
You lock
I
in.
just told you.
All right, we'll be right back
I
with
gotta go.
41 Sports Talk Radio on 4radionetwork.com. And I'm going to hit you with something like this right here. Y'all be all right.
Oh God.
Oh, mercy.
He can't
That's
hear
right.
me.
Here we go.
That'd be terrible.
Hi. Maybe you want to get some drums. You actually did good.
One track. Come on, you can't go with that.
Hey, but it's new. You know he did it old stuff.
All right.
But at least
He's up to date. It's past the 70s.
It's a whole lot there.
But I'm updated, right?
Yeah. You doing that? You doing that? You rolling with it.
Okay, y'all do the shuffle. Do the shuffle.
Jump on in. How you doing? All right.
Yeah. Come on in. You here?
I figured, yeah.
When you that fan?
No, I got on. Well, it ain't nothing else I can pass to
No, you. Yeah, we couldn't have balanced things.
compared to Minnesota. Man, it was so cold, man. It ain't no sense, man. It was a disrespectful.
Girl.
But it was indoors.
No more trap sheet. Cowboys? Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day.
I was like, they had a comfort dome, though, right?
Okay.
Because I heard it was a negative.
I was gone at
That's crazy.
You never know when they're there.
I played 5 years with the Cowboys, 4 years with the Raiders. And then
Okay.
my last year was Green Bay. So in 2000.
Okay. I played 7 with Carolina and and yeah, I was in
They want to squeeze in tight.
We got 30 seconds.
You can't be lounging today. This is going to be squeezed tight, Oreo cookie kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, we got 30 seconds. Lewis?
I'm coming.
That
break is quick.
We got 10 seconds.
That break is quick.
The song.
Yeah, because we got to get the y'all set up.
I see feet.
It's down. We song was over, so we got to come on in.
On Facebook, it's feet.
We just
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Looking at these feet.
Well, I haven't shared it yet, so y'all are good. Y'all don't.
Who got 30 feet? Okay, your socks are good.
Whose socks are good?
Your socks are good. That's
My socks are good. They
Oh, that's
don't
my
match my
socks.
shirt,
Yeah,
but
yeah. That's all right.
it's pink.
Paul along.
All right. So we gonna get it together. We
They
got
was
time
talking about everything up
book
there.
in.
Jump on in, huh?
Okay.
That's it right here.
Oh, she done got it.
Yeah.
And you know, your
Sit down.
security.
Security gotta have it set up. You know what I'm saying?
I need balance.
Yeah. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy,
There
boy,
you
girl,
go.
girl.
Yeah.
Boy, girl.
Watch out there now. Watch out.
Call my girl.
That's cool.
Come on.
That's
man.
cold.
This woman, they call it the girl.
Boy, girl, boy, girl.
Ain't nobody listening to them.
All right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm sorry.
All right, we gonna
Okay,
make this
so-
thing happen. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
We
Now.
got Russell Maryland on the end, putting
Mhm.
putting it together. We got Professor sitting over there playing with his clock. Playing with the phone.
Yeah, it's a clock, all right.
There you go. We got Desiree in the middle.
We got it.
There you go, and then we got the play up.
Yeah.
Himalayas.
Yeah. Kids didn't have basketball practice.
There you go. Okay, so we gotta do sport Super Bowl talk.
Okay.
So what you think about
Tight
Super Bowl?
squeeze.
Man, it was a good game, man. I think Philly did a great job. They contained Tom Brady, and they won the game, man. But it was a very interesting game. I
That was a
enjoyed
good
it.
game.
It was Philadelphia looked like they came to play.
Yeah, they came to play.
They came
I
to
mean,
play.
and they didn't get our coach either, man.
They sure didn't.
That coach had a solid game plan. He was mixing it up. He did all he could.
Yeah,
So I think he did a great job. And my number one thing was just how they did Malcolm Butler, man. I felt like
Oh, yeah,
the way they
benched him.
did him, man. That they supposed to lose. New England's a different type team, man. You never know what they thinking, But to do something like that in the Super Bowl,
Right.
come on,
You don't
man.
bench
That's
that.
not right. Your family there, they notify you right before the national anthem. You're not playing today.
Right,
Come
right.
on,
Well,
man.
karma.
That's a heartbreak. That's mentally breaking a person down, man. It's just ridiculous.
So does anybody know what was the benching for?
I mean,
Nobody knows.
I had guys there trying to figure it out. Nobody really
Nobody
know,
knows.
man. It's his contract year.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I know? Contract year. They don't really want to. They don't want to let you play and make and do so much because they know they gotta
Probably on
pay
the
you or
edge
let
of
you
getting
go.
paid.
Right.
And so I'm looking at it as I would think with his contract year, and if he got out there and balled and won the Super Bowl again,
He got paid.
so much money and you
Yeah.
can't hold him. But still, doing a guy like that doesn't mean he want to stay with you now. I mean, of course he want to leave.
That's true.
So
I was gonna say there's
So-
a part of that. There's a part of that saying that now he's thinking, okay, I got to go now.
I mean, of course.
I got
I mean, how
to
can you sit there and a Super Bowl, man?
Right.
This ain't a regular season
Right.
game.
That's
This
what I'm
is the Super Bowl.
And
And
it like
you
he
lost.
hurt either.
You lost because the corners you had out there, could not play.
We can play.
Play Alshon Jeffries. just cannot play it.
Couldn't stand.
But you the best guy, the best chance they have when you sit on the side.
Right.
Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Everybody got phones going.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. For the
So,
I'm trying to tune
So
in.
this mic-
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Testing.
Listen,
Yes.
I told
Hello,
you
hello.
listen,
Testing.
let him
Lord
keep it
have
low.
I
mercy.
can't hear.
1, 2, 1, 2. Testing.
He's trying to keep it low for a reason.
He is okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He was.
You know, the bench warmer, man. Yeah, you ought to hear the conversation. Man, the bench warmer is something else.
Really?
No,
Really? You like that?
Hateration all over this
Yeah,
man.
man.
They telling on you today,
Last week he
sir.
thought Brian Billick was Belichick. He said Brian Billick coached the Baltimore Ravens to the Super Bowl. Me and the professor kept saying,
I thought that.
Belichick have not left new. He said, no, man. Belichick,
Baltimore.
come on, man. We had to Google it. And he, I'm sorry, Brian Billick. Come on.
I thought that.
I see B and B, Belichick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what he was thinking about.
Oh my
But
goodness.
you supposed to be the guy, I mean, you the guy behind the computer. You should know that.
You know, every once in a while I can make a mistake.
That's true. Everybody can make a mistake.
No one's perfect.
Okay.
I'm that close to it, but I'm not there yet.
All right.
Oh mercy.
Keep
That
it
close.
going.
Keep thinking that. Keep
You
thinking
got
that.
security over
There
there.
you
You gonna
go.
keep you straight.
All right, so Russell, as you're watching the game, what are you looking for when you're watching this game?
You know what? I'm looking for something to eat, some snacks. I wasn't like, as I said, I wasn't really into either of the teams. I could care less if Brady won another one, Philly won one. But if I had to choose, I was pulling for Philly.
For Philly.
NFC East.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of like got to keep it all in the family there. You know, but. I was looking for it to be a good game, and I think it was a good game. But one thing that I did notice, and it's just how the NFL is, it's so offensive friendly. I mean, come on, 1,000 yards of offense.
I know.
Oh, they would call it any penalty. I said, man, you can get away with passing the fair.
They was letting everybody.
They made sure.
That's just how the game is going. I mean, when I came in '91, I mean, you could they were lifting some of the rules and making it a little bit easier, but I mean, you can still jam people up, and then of
You
course
play
now,
more defense then.
That's right. That's right. Now
it's like it's.
now it's like 7 on 7 out
Yeah,
there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's one of the things that really stood out to me when I watched the game. But it was still interesting, and I enjoyed it.
Right. And what position you played when you played?
Yeah, I was defensive tackle.
D tackle.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was D line, and I came in, and when I came in '91, Jimmy was there. It was his third year.
Okay.
They had they had Emmitt Smith.
Okay.
They had Troy Aikman and Mike Irvin.
Y'all had a good team.
Yeah.
That's some glory years.
And
man.
they had not gotten Charles Haley yet, had they?
No, Charles came in '92, the year after.
Yeah. That's when put y'all over the edge.
Y'all had some heat, man.
He was definitely the missing piece. I mean,
Yeah.
And like you said, we played defense, and in '92 we were, I think, number one defense.
Number one defense, yeah.
Yeah.
And we
Because
were.
you had Ken Norton Jr.
Yep.
And
That's right,
Thomas
that's right.
Everett was on there too.
Thomas Everett.
Ray Gordon was on
Ray
there
Gordon,
too.
yeah, Ray. I remember Ray in those huddles, man. And, we had some Tony Tolbert.
Tony Tolbert, yeah.
So my one side, you had Tony Casillas in the middle with me, and then you had Jim Jeffco. That's my boy.
Yeah.
He had 8 years in the league at the time, out of ASU. Jeffco was my mentor. He taught me everything I needed to know.
Yeah,
you know.
Now he went from the Cowboys to the
Buffalo.
Patriots to Buffalo, then back to the Cowboys, right?
No. It was Cowboys and Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
He
retired.
8 years with the Cowboys and 7 years with Buffalo.
He
15
retired.
total.
That's
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had some star studs on that team.
Oh man, they were just these were guys that weren't really household names
Right,
except
right.
for Charles Haley on that defense. But it was guys that came to work.
Yeah.
One thing I like about doing y'all time was Jimmy Johnson, man.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, that's the type of coach you need.
Yeah.
For a team like that.
Yes, sir.
And defense was the number one thing. Y'all preached defense, man. Y'all was feared back then, boy.
Defense. We won games.
Yeah.
We had the triplets and everything going on. We had a lot of offensive weapons.
Yeah.
But defense won games.
I always thought this was my theory, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, which you probably will. My theory was when
You're probably going to be wrong.
But he said he was never wrong.
I said
He's never wrong.
My
He was
theory
proven wrong last show.
My theory was that team, that 92-91 team, the offense I think helped that defense out a lot because they scored points. They scored a bunch of points, and you couldn't just come back and say let's get a running game going because we got to go put some more points on the board.
Exactly. And when you get ahead for a defense, that's
All you got to do is pin your ears
pin your ears back and let's go get them.
Just go. And that's what I thought. I thought that if they hadn't scored so many points at the home start, then we would have seen what type of run defense you guys had. But the time they got on the field, it was 14-0.
That's it.
You know, so we couldn't really see
the fact that they did, control the clock most of the time. You know, I'm on the sideline chilling.
Right.
Now you well rested.
Watching the show.
Got some lemonade.
Yeah. and that's a great feeling because I know as a defensive player, when that offense ain't clicking, boy, that's a hard thing. When you know you're 3 and out, you right back.
Yeah.
You come to the sideline just for a second, and next thing you know, he done threw an interception or it's already 4th down. You're like, come on, man, you got to give us a little breather, you know.
Yeah, that's a frustrating feeling.
That's
man.
very frustrating. I used to hate that. Jake DeLong got out there, he had one of his slumps.
Like, damn.
Interception. God, damn, we back again. You know,
I just got some water.
yeah, that's heartbreaking, but I understand that, man.
But yeah, those Cowboy teams there were. Do you think those Cowboy teams could beat any of the Patriots teams?
You know, it's a different style of playing. I mean, I think so. Mentality-wise, we could beat anybody. We stepped on the field. We knew we was going to beat it because we knew we had the studs to do it. And I think I know we were more physical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
Oh yeah.
I know we were more physical. But as far as the rules go, if
Couldn't do it.
We couldn't.
You couldn't do what you did back then.
We couldn't.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
couldn't.
The pass interference,
James Washington.
what is that? A vulnerable receiver,
Vulnerable
hit the ball.
right.
It's kind of like, what is
Right.
that?
Yeah,
Like I was always taught, you separate the ball from the receiver.
Right,
So
exactly.
you're gonna hit the receiver so hard that you got to knock the ball away.
dislodge that ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you do it as a penalty. So
Shoot, James Washington would have been fined 20 times.
He'd have been owing the
He'd have been
NFL money. You know?
His contract been reversed.
That's true.
So now what are you doing these days?
Well, you know what? Since I retired, I retired officially in 2002. My last game was 2000, and I said, you know what? The first, I said, I'm gonna chill out, stay at home, raise my kids. I got 3 beautiful kids. And so I said, I'm doing this for a year. 1 year led to 2 years. 2 years led to 5 years.
I ain't going nowhere.
And I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. But my wife was like,
No, you need to get up out the house.
yeah, you got to go looking at me crazy sideways. You know?
Don't you have practice coaches?
So I started working for a software company, a sports video editing software company here in the DFW area. And we service high schools. I was a salesman.
Okay.
I was terrible. But I did it for about 5 years.
Uh-huh.
And I came out of it. And then I got an offer from a friend of mine in 2013 to be player engagement director, to do player development.
Right.
For the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
You laughing, but
Wait. Did you take the job?
I did. You know what? And that was really my passion, really to help young guys kind of work their way through and around those pitfalls. And I've always had a love for just working with guys, man, and helping them out. You know, not necessarily coaching them on the field,
Right.
but coaching them off the field. And that's what I did 2013 and 2014 with the Johnny Manziel year.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a lot of fun. It was challenging.
Oh yeah, he was challenging.
It was
He
challenging.
was challenging the whole.
How many clubs you pull him out of?
But it was really.
You were there with him, weren't you?
Yeah, you was there.
Y'all didn't see me. I was still on the bench.
But I had done that, and I came in 2015 and volunteered with the Cowboys for a little bit, working the D-line.
That's good.
And I'd like to get back into it. That's my passion. And eventually, I'll try to get back into it some form of fashion. If it's not in the NFL, maybe.
Yes,
somewhere
but it's hard though, just being with the NFL and then going to college, you know, because I said if I want to get in coaching or just get into player development, I would have to be with the NFL. You know, I think because we can relate to them a lot more because we can, you know, college is one thing, but these kids is now totally different. But I think with the league wise, it's still the same. No matter how you put it, it's still they're going to go through the same things that, you know, me and you have been through before.
Yeah, and you know, that's one thing that helped me when I stepped into an NFL locker room. Even though they may not remember me playing. They had that instant respect. It's like,
Yeah,
oh man,
exactly.
He played with his
you
team.
played.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just the fact that you played.
That's it.
You played for the Cowboys. You won Super Bowls. You know, so that helped me out a lot. And I think it would help me out too on the collegiate level because a lot of those guys, that's what they aspire
They're trying to get there.
They're trying to get to that level. And you know, I have the keys to the kingdom if you want to know how to get there.
Right,
Yeah.
right, because you there. You was there.
Right. You just have to do the right thing.
So you worked with Leon Lett and with the Cowboys at the time. Was Leon Lett there?
Yeah, Leon's there.
Okay.
Yeah, Leon, he's my man. And Leon's a great coach. It's fun to see the transformation of Leon Lett from the times we played together. You know,
The non-conversational Leon Lett.
right.
He didn't talk to nobody.
Leon didn't say anything, man. He's just nervous, you know, and really just very painfully shy. And to see him now on the field, you know, just handling those young guys, man, and coaching them up and talking a lot more. I'm like, man, where did this Leon come from?
Where was he at last when we was playing? Although, I mean, he uses skills on the field.
Oh yeah, Leon.
He talked with his strength.
Oh man, that sucker, man. To be 6'8" and 300 pounds, man,
He quick as a cat.
He's quick as a cat, man. Boy, side to side, you see him not only getting up the field, beating his man, making sacks, but running sideline to sideline is what we did as a defensive unit, man.
But y'all had that even on offense. Watching Larry Allen run that boy down from New Orleans, and he ran him down, linebacker.
Yeah.
Watching him run down, you got Eric Williams.
That's when we were runners back then,
Yeah,
man. We were track runners. Not no more though.
Nah,
Not no more.
that's when you knew what the Cowboys were going to do. We still did. They still did it.
That's it.
Everybody, they didn't have no secret plays and like that. You know, M's going up the middle. What you gonna do?
Yeah. The thing was, we were mentally tough, and we Jimmy Johnson got us ready to execute every game. I mean, we knew one thing in the fourth quarter. We weren't going to be worn down, tired, and fatigued.
He was going to be ready.
Because y'all had that rotation too.
Oh yeah.
He's the one who brought that three-man rotation.
I mean,
in.
with me and just take the defensive tackle unit. You got me and Tony Casillas doing first and second downs. You got Chad Hennings backing me up.
Chad Hennings, yeah.
You got Leon Lett backing me up. So we had that four-man rotation. And then you had the three ends: Tony Tolbert, Chad plays some in sometime, but Jeff Coates and Haley.
And Charles Haley,
Oh,
playing
man.
that's cleanup right there.
Right, exactly.
And that's just the front line.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we had a good little system going on back there, man. And it was a shame free agency came and broke us up. Because we'd have been running the tables.
But see, and you gotta explain this to me. You went to death row when you left the Cowboys. I always call the Raiders
That's
the
death
place
row,
to die.
Hey man,
You know your career is over when you go to the
different
Raiders.
world out there, boy.
You like, okay, well, I'm gonna end my career. I ain't gonna have any years, so I have a good time in the Cowboys.
Yeah.
How was that transition?
It was interesting in that when I left the Cowboys after my third Super Bowl win, and you go to the Raiders, and people ask me, you know, they come up to me today, it's like, man, I thought you retired after that. You know, I actually played five more years. But it was tough because the Raiders at the time, and God bless him, may he rest in peace, Al Davis, he ran the team more of it was like a mom and pop organization. He was the pop. And it was like, okay, well, you know, hey,
Who the mama? Whatever coach you got.
Right. Exactly, and all decisions were made through him.
Wow.
You know, and that's a tough way to run a team. You know, because I think the best way is to delegate responsibility. But you know, when you have a coach, you know, come into the meeting room and say, well, you know, hey, they want you to do this, and you look up like
Al said, do it this way.
Do it this way.
Al said, Russell, you play running back. That's what he said.
And that's just the way Al was. He really had a lot of control. He was, but to his credit, he was a smart guy. I mean, he would, and the way he would get information is he would ask you questions. He would poll people. He would poll me, hey, who's the top 3 guys you played against? Who's you know, and I talked to him, and then 6 months later, they'll either be there or you'll be talking to him. He could spit all the information I said to him back.
Wow.
No.
He had that kind of mind, so he had a very good mind for talent.
Oh.
So I gotta ask this question here. So that comparison with Jerry Jones.
Similar.
Okay.
Yeah, similar.
That's why I want to ask.
I think that Jerry Jones might, he delegates a little bit more responsibility, maybe not much more, but
But a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think Stephen Jones run that team now.
and well, Stephen is, he's the man. He's the man that's, next in line. When Jerry said he's out of it, Stephen's definitely gonna step in his shoes. So Jerry's very similar. I think Al, it wasn't a secret. Al was kind of one of his biggest, heroes as far as ownership is concerned.
Oh, okay. So you played with Red Ball. With Jason Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett. Yeah, I did play with Garrett. Garrett, Jason, he was a guy that's smart. He's always had the clipboard. The thing about Jason, though, we knew, and he would be the guy that he would be running the scout teams, for us. Mm-hmm. And but he ran a very good scout team for us. Gave us very good looks. Didn't matter what week in or week out who quarterback we were facing, a throwing or running quarterback. He would be there to give those looks. But we knew that he was smart enough that if he went into the game, then we didn't have any problem with him going into the game.
Because he did that against Green Bay.
And he did it against Green Bay.
Right.
Yeah. So
because he threw a pretty long ball.
Oh yeah.
That long ball he threw was just right on target.
Yeah. So I got a lot of respect for Jason. Even though you got a lot of Cowboys fans who say one thing or another. He's not this or he's too cerebral. It's just how he is. You're not gonna get a rise out of him.
It's a process. It's always a process.
It's a process. Yeah. And he lives his life like that. I can attest to that.
Okay. So, what's kind of next on your plate right now? You kind of still looking around?
You know what? I've been speaking a little bit, doing kind of cultivating my speaking skills. As a player, college, pros, or whatever, you go around, you speak a lot. Mm-hmm. I like to be able to do it on a regular basis to kind of tell my story and put it in a way really to help others. Mm-hmm. Whether it be first graders or corporate. And that's what I've been doing. A lot more in 2018. I'm probably doing much more and making a deliberate effort to go out and speak a little bit more and tell people
about it. Huh?
Yeah, tell people a story. So I really enjoy that.
You'll be inducted into the Texas Black Sports Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Looking forward to that.
I am. That's it's a great feeling. I've been a part of Halls of Fame, College Hall of Fame, and Orange Bowl Hall of Fame, the University of Miami Hall of Fame, and when you're in a Hall of Fame of that magnitude, it's like, man, this is great. But, you talk about Texas Black Hall of Fame,
right.
You go down the list of my inductee class, Merton Hanks, Billy White Shoes Johnson,
right. Mm-hmm. Lucius Williams.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The list goes on. John Lucas. Yeah. From all, not just football, from,
all walks.
Yeah, So it's going to be a great, great feeling to be in the same room as those guys and be able to talk to them, ask them questions, and be like, hey man, what about this? What about this?
So are you and Merton Hank gonna fight before y'all go in? Y'all gonna relive 1992?
You know what? Hey, no. We'll keep it chill.
We'll keep that neck going.
Unless you start doing it.
Let's you see that neck, huh?
In his own, baby.
Yeah. Just go back to 92. Go get Kevin Smith. Let's do this, right?
That's right, man. But Merton, he's a great competitor, I'm very, happy to be going in this Hall of Fame class of 2018 in the Texas Black Hall of Fame with them, man. It's going to be a great event.
Well, we look forward to see you inducted. I'll be there. We'll crack a couple more jokes.
All right.
I'll head back on.
All right.
We're gonna take a quick break. The music gonna be.
Wait. What do you have?
He just said the music.
You see,
I'm looking at the playlist. You see 21 Savage, Metro Boomin, Drum.
Yeah, see, I'm
Free.
good, right?
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Drizzy? No, wait, hold 1 second.
21 Savage.
Whose list did you listen to? Whose list did you add on there?
Go to 21 Savage. Go to 21 Savage.
Okay, I didn't see your list.
Wait a minute. Whose list did you upload on here?
This is my list.
From where?
Mercy.
This is from my radio station.
From where?
From my radio station.
Who put it on there?
No, I didn't see
you're
this
lying.
from here. I'm serious. This is from the radio
You
station.
know you go to hell if you lie.
I say 3 Hail Marys. Why you
He said 3 Hail Marys.
3 Hail Marys for going to hell?
About 10.
Yeah.
We good, right?
I'm listening. I hear it.
All right. This has been 41 Sports Talk Radio on ForumRadioNetwork.com. We will be right back.
Let's roll.
Let's see.
Let's see what he got.
You ready to go now? Okay.
Everybody good on water?
On my ex.
Are y'all hot?
I need water.
Yes, woman.
I
You
need
hot?
water.
You need?
Yes, I'm on a diet.
You want some ice with your
No,
water?
just water.
You still with us? You gonna hang with us for a little long?
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm on a diet.
We on the entertainment station.
I have to do 6 bottles a day.
These two are here.
Yeah.
No,
Y'all do the same
Because she do that.
They
So,
can really cut up, but he don't know that. Oh, the
I be
question.
listening, man. I just try to listen.
No, the question is
direct to
about
what she say, because she be saying some slick stuff. Like,
Oh, really?
you.
I
So,
I missed
she
that all
good.
that.
She good. I listen to everything.
I missed all that.
Okay. No,
I'm the underlying comedy.
Yeah, man. Just say something crazy.
Underline.
I'm the big breaker.
Are you?
Tell me this. Okay.
No. This question right here is gonna be off the chain.
What we got?
What'd you say about it?
Listen, can you put me into so I can play that Terrell Scruggs? I can't even say his name.
For real.
Yeah, he did the interview with about the big song. Oh, he said a lot. He said he sounds great. Listen, he was in there going in. Okay, listen. I know you guys are watching. I'm sorry, it's not enough for you guys.
Were they able?
I'll talk to you later.
Were they able to hear it on the radio?
They said it was an echo. I kept texting you over and over. It's an echo.
I can't get the text that's on here.
He said turn down the speakers in the studio and you will get an echo on the radio.
Sometimes you call it the radio station weird. So they say, turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're saying.
We on 7
That's
seconds
the
delay.
feedback that I just got.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
So you went to Miami?
Yeah.
Went okay to you.
hip as he
Y'all
knows.
have talent. Y'all have talent. Yeah. I like the boy. That's why Miami the boy play hard. It's the winners, man.
And you know who's not in the Hall of Fame right now? Take it back.
Listen, you need to listen.
Oh, is that?
But I want to remember I was telling you about. I want to get the past players.
To be able to vote.
Focus. I want to play part of this on here.
Okay.
It's not the whole thing. He's a coach. Can you plug my thing in the audio?
You trying to listen to it? Is it playing?
Y'all was part of that. Who was the kicker? Zendaya.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Bounty Bowl. That's it. Buddy Ryan.
Yeah, that was back in before I got there, 89.
Around 89.
He showed out. He showed out. I was like, oh God, I gotta play this on here today. He's insane. I mean, he's a smug white boy, but so he's good.
He's good, though. You can't hate on him.
Yeah, he's good. He's smug as hell.
All right, we got 12
So
seconds.
we can still hear y'all.
I would say he's smug as hell on live. I would say that.
All right, we're back.
All right.
We've been listening to Terrell Suggs and talk.
So you're just gonna put it all out there before I
Okay,
say
go
what
ahead.
I
I'm
have to
sorry.
do?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing.
No, oh, it's me. It's me.
Yeah, it's you now. This is
Why
entertainment.
didn't you put me together before now?
It's, okay, I'm sorry. Ladies
Oh
and
my
gentlemen,
God.
what
Give her her applause.
coming to the stage.
Listen. He didn't give me a chance to say anything or say what's going on and give a proper introduction. He just throws me out there under the train as usual.
So you don't have theme music?
I'm right. I told him to give me Cardi B.
See, all of y'all.
You want to be calling? You want to come on a Cardi B? You want me
I
what?
don't even care.
Bodak Yellow?
That's too long. I want something they always
Look
say.
here, you little.
Cardi B said,
Yeah.
I
you know,
want
oxygen on
Bruno
Mars.
Mars, yeah, but you dressed in finesse.
No. I want it to be something they play in the hood clubs that no one ever hears.
Oh, cool. Bodak Yellow, man. But, yeah,
No, I want something that they never
You want that?
hear.
You want
I
that?
don't
yeah.
know.
You want that
The
stripper
ghetto
club music?
You want that, yeah.
She want that stripper club music.
You want something that's uncensored.
I like it. You're right. I like it hood. So since he's not going to give it to me hood, I'll take the P-Funk and go. Anything outside of P-Funk, we're
I was gonna throw some Funkadelic on.
Yeah, Zappa Roger is not going to play them. So because I'm afraid he's going to introduce me to Zappa Roger, I just wait till he tells me to say something. And I start to talk.
Say something.
Gotcha. So I have a multitude of things that I would like to talk about today. Hello, we have a new guest.
Yeah. How you doing?
I am a bit, I don't know how to explain who I am. Just listen though.
She's crazy, man.
Wait, Russell, we don't either.
She's really crazy,
Is that
man.
complicated?
We don't either. Yeah.
All right.
You know, I say, how's your relationship? It's complicated.
I'm not always complicated. Sometimes I'm just magical.
Okay.
But
Girl magic.
it just is.
That
What
little
it is.
Metro don't trust you. Come on.
And with that being said, but no, it was a couple things that we were talking about prior to coming back on. I was letting the guys listen to okay, say it for me. Somebody say his name.
Terrell Suggs.
Why you have to say it like I should know already?
Because you
I
want to
mean,
listen to
you
it.
say you magical. I mean, I think you can magically say
Magical say
Suggs.
It makes sense.
I mean, she magical.
I said sometimes I
Magically think of the name.
All right now, people. I say it now. Sometimes I'm magical, and right now I'm being me.
Okay then.
Don't ask for it on call like that. It'll never come out like that. So, as they say his name one more time, can you repeat it?
Terrell
Terrell
Suggs.
Suggs. Okay. So he's being interviewed, and he's talking about Tom Brady and the league and how he feels. And I'm not sure if I'm going to play the entire thing, but I do want to hear the views of you guys about how you think he feels about the league and the Patriots.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and start.
Let's see,
that.
can we hear this?
You got an ox?
You can turn it up.
Who pisses you off the most
There we go.
in the NFL?
New England. Yeah, it just seemed like
New England.
Yeah, it just seemed like a lot of suspicious stuff going on
Yeah.
with them.
Suspicious how?
Okay, you get caught videotaping, you get fined $500,000. Now another team is accused of bounties. You said you lynched the whole team. One guy recording for the Super Bowl and putting bounty on legal hits. They both kind of frown upon, but which one's worse? Like, this is the Super Bowl we talking about here.
He was talking about New Orleans, wasn't he?
What do you think of Tom Brady?
I don't think that's
He was
appropriate for
talking about New
him.
Orleans, yeah. When the whole team got
I don't like him. He don't like me. I don't like his hair.
don't like his hair.
I don't know. I don't like his smug attitude. But then again, he probably don't like my ass attitude. So everybody just seemed to worship the guy so much. Not me though.
If I'm a New England fan, I'm sitting here
Oh
thinking,
yeah, they know they
Why you worried
hate
about
Suggs.
us?
They hate Suggs and I hate them. And
Why you worried about
but
us?
let me tell y'all where it started. Y'all remember in 2009, I fell by his leg, and he pointed to his leg at the ref.
15 yards and a first down, Terrell Suggs.
We're holding the ball, we're unprotected. I mean, you're sitting there defenseless. So, they got to stay away from me. They deserve to get flagged.
You know. So it was huge. Y'all haven't noticed that. Look at Carson Palmer blew his knee out. There was no rule change. Look at all the quarterbacks that blew their knee getting hit in the knee. And then one guy got hit in the knee. And a whole rule change. So I guess those other quarterbacks' knees don't count.
what are you saying about the way the league treats Tom Brady?
What am I saying? I mean, am I saying anything? I've given facts of things that's happened. I could just be paranoid.
But what he's talking about is the whole blow knee out. I mean, he's right. That and the tuck rule too.
The tuck rule. I was just going to say
Yeah,
that.
the
The
tuck
tuck
rule.
rule that time
Yeah.
when they fumbled
Yeah.
playing against the Raiders for the NFC Championship.
Yeah,
AFC
because
Championship.
Peyton Manning was fighting that same thing, and they didn't do nothing.
No, man. It's Tom Brady.
But Tom Brady, but
he's
you know,
the Michael Jordan of the NFL.
But
so
you know,
of course he's going to
Robert
get
Kraft and Roger Goodell, all of them hang out together.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
He was the lacrosse boy that learned how to throw a ball. You know the lacrosse in college? Do you know how to? No.
No.
It was wait a minute. I think that went over everybody's head. That was one hell of an analogy.
Y'all want some tea?
I was like, okay, maybe I do hang with far too many Caucasian people. I'll take that analogy back.
Okay.
But so I showed this, guys, to the people who are in here who've actually known something. Now that we have someone in here that actually knows something about the league and doesn't.
Doesn't use the computer? Okay.
Yes. I brought this up.
She just knocked the producer down.
We show Glenn Russell here.
we know your level. She said it. His smarts is not high. I don't really care.
He's the bench warmer.
For a reason.
Yeah.
Wow.
I watch it not do. So with that being said, now that we have some people in the studio that did and still do, I would like to know your thoughts on the league and how you feel they're treating the Patriots.
Well, you know, as far as that clip, I can understand why Suggs feels that way. I mean, I wouldn't go out on camera and say how I hate the dude. Right. I wouldn't go that far, you know, because it's the league.
You might lose a job.
Yeah, I might be cut today.
Right.
He obviously probably already knows where he's going.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. Back when I was playing,
let me make this part
in the mid '90s, I got offensive linemen coming at my knees left and right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ain't no rules been changed for me.
Right.
I was before the Super Bowl in '94. We played against the Giants, at the Meadowlands. And Big Jumbo Elliott came and clipped me in right at my ankle, man. I thought my ankle was blowing out. Luckily, it was just a sprain, but it caused me not to start in the Super Bowl that year because I was hurting all through the playoffs. Nobody made any rule changes from old Russell Maryland. But at the time, they were starting to be concerned about quarterbacks getting concussions, and they started making changes in the grass. They started protecting the quarterbacks, and the defensive linemen were like, "Hey, man,
protect us."
Yeah, that's right. So such as life. Things
so much.
Yeah, things are inequitable.
They don't even do the in the grass rule anymore. You notice that?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they stopped in the grass rule.
I'm sorry, I spoke over you. You said something.
I said something smart. You probably should have spoke over me. It's okay.
I'm sorry, I don't want to speak over you. Yeah. I know it was probably a deep knowledge nugget that you.
You're perfectly great. It was nonsense.
I'm starting to understand now.
Yeah, like that last comment she had. We still trying to figure that one out.
But that's how I feel about that. What about you, Doctor?
Man, I feel like that everybody, Brady is just really considered the poster child of the league. I mean, and they treat the Patriots like, that's a team to get all the favor. You think about with the Spygate situation. I was a part of when Super Bowl 38 when Carolina played against New England, and months after that, that's when they said, about the Spygate, which I guess they had been hearing about it before. And even in that Super Bowl, Brady knew every call we was making on defense, every hand signal, every check. He knew exactly what we was doing, and we never, we thinking he just is smart, good. But they seem to get away with everything. They find a way to bend the rules that you just don't, like the Deflategate. Who would think about letting the ball out? It just they find a way to bend the rules, and then once they get caught that way, it's not a rule book. Now you got to make another rule for them,
Right.
But Brady gets away with everything. Certain quarterbacks can go out there and you look at Cam Newton when he was getting hit just constantly all the time. The refs wouldn't call the flag.
They just say go out and
now that was they tell him to get up, you okay. But if that was Brady, you'd be fined, ejected, everything else. They wouldn't even allow you to hit him like that. But even Brett Favre didn't have that type of pull.
I would say Joe Montana didn't either.
Nobody. But Brady is the man. He is the Michael Jordan of the NFL. They love to post Brady as he represents the NFL. He's the poster boy.
So he can play for like 10, 15 years.
Okay, and then another thing, Russ, for him to just dictate, hey, I'm going to play till I'm 44.
Right.
Yeah.
Name anybody else in the league and just say, man, I'm going to play till I'm 44. And then they okay with it, like, okay, you can do it. Come on, man. They'll be finding a way to get somebody to take your place and send you home.
No bones broken.
So with that being said, you do believe that they are being treated favorably?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Right.
Because here's the thing, with the rules being changed to make the NFL is offensive friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive, when the defender hits a guy, they try to. You can't choreograph a hit. If a guy's coming one way and the receiver ducks his head and you go helmet to helmet,
exactly.
That's a fine.
That's a fine.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of dollars. So I think the NFL is becoming more offensive friendly, and I understand as far as
playing flag
concussions or
football
whatever.
right now. It's all about flag
You say
football.
that because you're not out there getting busted open all the time.
No, wait. If it was flag, I'd be out there.
Pull a hamstring.
I'll be out there.
Picking up a Gatorade.
So I say that to
Put a
say,
flag off a 90-year-old woman.
wow.
Word kitten.
I say that to say this, that because the NFL has become so offensive minded and offensive friendly, you got to have a guy like Tom Brady stick around for a while, where he just sit back there in the pocket and not get touched.
That's true.
Or let me ask this question: do we think the NFL is trying to become like baseball when it got guys 40 and 45? You're still playing baseball because baseball pitchers play a long time. Unless they throw out their own, pitchers will play.
I think right now, just with Brady's situation, Brady brings the league in a lot of money. So you think about it, once Brady leave New England, a lot of money is going to leave with him.
Who do you have?
So Romo, he retired. Romo was bringing it in for a while with the Cowboys, but Romo wasn't winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
But every time Brady make it to the Super Bowl, I mean, you saw that he got a TV special, Time versus Tom.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean,
but
they just giving him just everything. But I would be surprised he'd be a commissioner soon.
The Super Bowl, the viewers were like the worst since 2009.
It was?
The viewership, yes.
Well, they say a lot of New England fans don't even come to the Super Bowl anymore because they're so used to winning. It's more Philly fans than it was.
TV viewers, well, the Philly fans, they out tearing up the streets.
Oh God!
Well,
it was like
Philly fans out being Philly fans.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, when I saw him standing on the gate at City Hall, I was like, this is ridiculous. You're at the jail on the gate.
Trip me out. They greased the light pole.
And they still climbed it.
This is ridiculous.
One of you said the Cowboys will be back next season.
I mean, they say that every year they're going to be back next season. They will be back.
Back watching the game.
But you know what? I can't, Russ, I can't say I'm just a Cowboys fan. I'm a realist. I like whoever.
Yep.
But Jason Garrett, they got to have a stronger coach in that, man. That's all I look at with the Cowboys. Cowboys is missing a John Gruden, which he's in Oakland now, Jimmy Johnson, just a strong coach to bring that defensive mentality to that team, because they have all the tools, they have all the athletes, they're ready to win.
I think they have one. Seattle.
They have one.
They coach from Seattle.
I mean, what did he do? He's still a D coordinator, but you still need. I'm talking about head coach.
Talking about the head coach.
To me, I've always been like, and you probably know this too, Russ. A team is all your team is just it just shows what your head coach is about. Mm-hmm. When I was with Carolina, Coach Fox was the defensive minded coach. We had a very strong defense. He was an aggressive coach. Like, we were still tackling in week 17. Really? We still hit, which is
nobody takes
yeah. He had us out there going full live, So I think just the type of coach, Cowboys just need a stronger coach, man. What you think?
I think that they think that they have that, and when they do to a certain degree in the defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. You got Marinelli, who is that rough, strong-willed coach, and then you have Jason, who's more. So it was similar to when I was in Oakland when John Gruden came in at first. Okay. 1998, we had Willie Shaw, who's David Shaw's dad. Mm-hmm. Willie Shaw was a perennial defensive coordinator. He was a very strong-willed guy. He knew what the heck he was doing. And he was our defensive coach. Then you had Gruden, who was like the young offensive genius.
Okay.
And so some teams think that they can get away with it, until it doesn't work anymore. When Willie Shaw left, and John Gruden it was in his third year, he
tightened it up.
Yeah, and he tightened it up, and then he went to Tampa.
But in the thing though, if this is becoming more of an offensive minded league, you'd want more offensive-minded coaches, and then you bring that defensive coordinator that deals with that defense. For me, I think that heck, we're talking about 1 year removed from Jason Garrett.
You took over my segment.
But I got one question. So the guy from Seattle is the D coordinator, or he's just a defensive. He's
split with Rob Marinelli.
Marinelli, you talking about Chris Richards?
Yeah.
He's a defensive back / quarterback coach right now with the Cowboys.
I'll never ask you guys a pertinent question again.
I'm sorry.
This is her segment.
Take over entertainment. Come on.
I'm getting tore up over it because she gives me the evil eye. Like I know they can do
First and foremost, I thought the professor was my friend. This is where I go wrong. See, it's always your friend that stabs you in the back. First and foremost, he asked me if my circulation was going to be cut off because I got fat thighs in my distressed jeans, and I feel some type of way about that. Just know that I haven't gotten that yet.
I was only concerned about your health. Nothing else. I was only concerned about your health. The minute you sat down, I saw those threads pressing right through your leg. I'm like, come on, man.
Hey man, I didn't even pay attention. You said they stretch jeans, though, right? No, you good? Yeah, you good?
I was getting worried about
they are now.
They ain't straight denim.
I was concerned about that.
501.
They are distressed jeans, and they're probably a little bit more distressed because my thighs are fat. Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate you greatly.
Yeah.
I was very concerned.
That's where we got fat thighs. We all know
Very
that.
concerned.
Yeah, all the big leg ladies.
Stand up.
Come on, we gotta get back on task.
Yeah.
We all task. I don't know. If my son ain't got practice, I'll
I'm
be
not
here.
coming if you do. See, you're falling on the level with him now.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, I tell you what.
I'm starting to hate everybody.
Back up.
Do you want to join this?
No, we want to
I'm
get back
starting to hate everybody now.
Come on.
No, we got to
No, we get back to
So we had Terrell Suggs with us.
I'm past all of that.
Oh, come on.
If y'all went too deep
Let's do
into
the
that,
question that you-
This is why I never ask you relevant questions.
Oh,
This
because
is
we
why.
get relevant
Because
answers.
you just keep going on and on.
No, let's
Then I have a whole puffball segment that I have going on in my brain, and you're just on and on. talking
I'm
about
gonna make a sign that says "Get back on task."
We on task. Let's get back on task.
There it is. Security spoke.
And now that God has spoken down.
Let's go. All right.
So I had a question, and it was a really cool question because so I see guys online constantly. They're constantly, women, bring back the natural women with the natural hair and the natural butts and the natural faces and the natural boobs. And I say, okay, well, guys have been cheating us with fake jewelry, nice cars. The same time we sit down and post our butts on the sink is the same picture, thirst bucket picture, as you posting your vehicle on Facebook for a woman or online dating or whatever else you choose to do online. I think it's the same thing. So my question to you guys is, do you honestly think that women going out and making themselves improve? Because women go for material things, that's why men get cars, and men go for what they see. Okay. So if they're all doing the same thing different things, but for the same reason, how is one wrong and the other not?
Well,
You want to take that?
yeah, I'm listening to every word you saying. Now you saying, okay, is it wrong for men to post their cars and post their fake jewelry, or you say how is
either way, whatever you're doing, it may not be fake. Like men go, oh, that's thirsty to see a woman post her butt, but a man post his car. He's doing it for a woman the same way the woman is doing it for a man.
What you talking about?
It's certain.
I think that's different.
Certain type of women that might like guys' car. I mean, I think everything is just, and there's certain type of women that want to show you what my body look like.
But what I'm saying is why do men feel that it's wrong for women to wear makeup?
I didn't say it was wrong. Who said that? What kind of guys you
listen,
I ain't saying I like makeup. I like a woman to make themselves look attractive.
Okay,
Yeah.
if it's surgery, if it's
I mean, if you want to do it. But I mean,
high five, you're my friend again.
it ain't nothing wrong. I'm not gonna fall out. Oh man, she got a fake booty. I don't want to talk to her. Yeah, come on.
That question don't apply to me. I'm with Dante. 'Cause I'm not like that.
Yeah,
I'm not like that.
Unless you grab and go.
Whatever makes you
don't go natural. I'm
Whatever
not
makes
a
you
big
feel
guy of the
pretty.
natural look. Just the you know, just an afro look. I'm not. That's dead presidents type.
Don't say that to him. Go ahead.
You know,
here's a picture.
Make yourself look good.
So if your wives decided, because all you guys are married, I haven't heard you talk, but all of you guys are married. So if your wife decided, listen, I'm gonna go out and have a full blown. Now I know you guys.
A full blown what?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Wait.
Okay.
I know you guys don't. I know you guys don't stay on. I know you guys don't stay up with the crowd, but like Kim Kardashian's mom, Kris Jenner, she just got a complete makeover. I'm talking about cheekbones.
Okay.
She was
Wow,
20 years.
really?
Oh yeah, oh my God! If I showed you a picture, you wouldn't know who she was. And so if your wife, as she hit a certain age, a pinnacle in her life, she goes, listen, babe, I want us to go finance this surgery. Will you listen? You hear me?
I'm listening.
Or whatever, if it's in your finance, or if you decide to pay it off on a payment plan, or if you get your trick, whatever you want to do. So I'm saying, you know, you
somebody pay for it.
And so you get whatever you're gonna do. And your wife decides to do this, and she comes home and she is complete zero waist, 6 butt, 36 hip. She done bought her a wig, so it's down to her butt. All of this stuff, she's decided to do all these things that the media tells you is gorgeous. How would you feel?
What's wrong with that? She look good, right? That's my wife, right?
So you ain't gonna.
Hey, I can't trip on this. I mean, I gotta try to make myself look right. I gotta be a part of you now.
Somebody on my viewer just said that's fake love.
That's fake love? Well, man, I don't know what they call love then.
That's fake love.
At the end of the day, hey, if you want to make yourself look nice and look attractive, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to look at you no different. I mean, I'm not supposed to. I mean, 'cause women can do a whole lot. Men can't do nothing. If you just ugly, you just ugly. we can't do nothing but say, hey, baby, you keep looking nice, I'm going to keep holding. You know, that's the difference between it. We can't do anything. Whatever you are is what you are.
Where's your another jab?
Now, you know, we ain't no Kris Jenner. We're not going that route. So.
I think I'd have.
You don't want to be,
Oh, no.
What's his name? Catherine?
Caitlyn.
Oh, Caitlyn.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh,
It's ridiculous. Man.
Caitlyn say so.
I think I'd have an issue. I'd have an issue.
UVA? Okay, so tell me.
I would have an issue with that.
Why.
Okay, let's.
Because my issue with that is that's not who I married. I married the woman that I brought to the table. I didn't marry a woman so she can go out and try to, because she's beautiful in my eyes, regardless of what
Oh,
you
no,
do.
women change over the years. You can say what you want to say.
So if she got this out of whack with kids and it just gone,
No,
but you don't.
we would talk.
I'm standing here.
No. Exercise, but exercise is.
Play.
Hello. I'm right here.
I ain't said you out of whack. But we talking in general.
Out of whack.
Because when a woman spreads, they out of it now.
Over the shoulder,
But if that's the case, but you know, exercise can only get you so far. You can try. I mean, sometimes it just can't go. Sometimes it takes surgery to get something done.
I paid. I know.
It takes surgery. You know.
Okay, but
I paid to lose all my weight. I was like, no, I'm not running.
But we're talking.
Hey, everybody's different.
We're not talking about just losing weight. We're talking about you saying get the big butt, the boot,
I'm talking about the Jessica.
the whole facial.
But she want to look nice for you.
For you.
What makes you think?
And you want to know why he doesn't want to? Because he knows when he gets out that she's leaving.
She might say, she might have a reconsideration. I really think that this is not gonna work. Had a surgery. You done paid for the surgery, everything, and she come back home and leave you in 3 weeks.
I want to get a deal child letter with her.
What Kanye said, you better sign a prenup.
Yeah, hey, the prenup
It
doesn't
doesn't
sign.
matter. You can't get that titties. I'm sorry. You can't get that stuff back.
Well,
If you give it to me, it's mine.
You know what I'm gonna do if that happens? I'm just gonna poke a hole in one of them cheeks.
Now you got a tip.
So she go out limping.
Because you don't want your wife to leave you.
So she go out. Now you do that. I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
Well, you crazy.
Ooh, you real petty.
Professor, what you got, man? You always come with a logical answer. Come on.
Well, God said.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, Professor, give it to
If
us.
this wasn't going right now, Jesus would be looking at me. Come on.
Seriously, my wife, before I married her, she haven't had any kids in 16 years. When we got married, we had two
So her
kids.
first baby was young. She was young when she had her?
Yes.
Okay, that don't matter. Your body will come back when you're young. Go ahead.
So we got married, and she had the two kids, and her whole body just changed. She went through breast surgery. I mean, she just went through it. On top of the fact she has lupus, so if she's out in the sun, she she just breaks out. And so she start, thinking about surgeries, thinking about the what you call that, the tummy tuck and all that stuff there. I told her this. I said, whatever. Because I've learned that women could get down on themselves. Some women can get down on themselves so much to the point, even if the opposite sex gives them a compliment, they're like, no, I'm just not satisfied with that. So she comes to me and says, well, but I want to get a tummy tuck. I said, okay, make sure you medically clear for that. If that's what you want and you medically clear for, I'm all for it, just as long as you feel good.
Exactly.
Because with me, whether you are the way you are now or the new you, I'm straight. I'm straight.
I'm going to take your answer before I go into what I'm hearing in all of you guys. Go ahead.
All right.
She's still the same on the inside.
Well, I think.
Well, except for him. That is a little narcissistic coming out.
I'm just listening. I don't say nothing.
I think what you're talking about really is the double standard that was, is, and always will be, as far as men versus women. Why can't men? It's everybody faking, everybody fronting.
I agree. Because half the time y'all don't even tell us you're in a relationship.
So
you're like, hey, you worried about my fake tits, and you live a whole fake life.
Right. So that's a double standard.
Don't ask me about my hair when you got a wife.
That's how I feel about it. That's it. But so the thing is, if everybody's fronting, who's wrong? Who's right?
So this is how I see it.
Everybody's wrong.
So I agree. So if that's the case, then get out of my Facebook whining. Oh my God, bring back the women. Listen, my job is to do fake hair and to put makeup on you so you look like you have never looked in your life. That's my job. That's what I do for a living. And I see the joy that it brings to women. The joy that you say some women leave, I see that. Mm-hmm. I see what the hair does to it, and I do it. But not all situations are done just so that we can feel better about it. We might already think we're the shit. We just want to kind of pop it up a little bit more. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here and I'm listening to the guys go, oh, women get down on themselves and I'm okay. No, listen, we just want bigger booties. Like, get over it. Like, we just wanted to sit up a little bit higher. Who cares?
You want cushion.
It's not because I'm like, oh my God, I'm the worst thing ever. No, I just want a bigger butt. It looks good.
Mm-hmm. Get what you want.
Thank you. And so it's like you guys you intervened your little self into. No, what if she leaves me? Because in all actuality, that's what you were saying. So what?
Now trust me. Trust me. If she went out and got all that done.
What if she?
First of all, she ain't nobody going nowhere. No,
dark room with liquor.
Trust me, ain't nobody going nowhere. Rush me. Really? I'm all right over here. I ain't worried about it. I'm good over here. I ain't worried about it.
But let me ask you a question. But if she do?
I said that.
See, guess what? The same way I got her, I get her.
Listen, that mommy makeover is only $30,000. Go ahead and finance it, bro.
I ain't financing it.
Yeah. So she get it. You over here talking all that noise.
I ain't financing it.
Yeah, $30,000 is on what? $300 for the next 5 years.
That's a car payment like a mother.
Car payment.
Just put it on your credit, everything else.
Got bad credit too, it ain't going nowhere.
You be like, I'm sorry, I can only give you $300. You can only get one breath lifted.
That's it. No, not even that, just a nipple.
You are terrible.
Really? Just a nipple, right? Get everything else on payment plan.
Why me?
We'll split it out.
Yay!
Why me?
Mary's so excited. You make me just want to get out and say I do to the first man.
We're gonna split the rest of it out. That cheek is gonna come later. Baby, we're gonna pay for this cheek now. We're gonna pay for the other cheek next year. So you just gonna be limping for a second or two, but we gonna get it done.
Hey, you little Frankenstein. So listen, I know my section has got to be up. I know I've been talking a lot.
No, you got 4 minutes.
God dog, I have. They want me to just talk too.
You got 4 minutes.
I got 4 whole minutes to talk.
Make the best use of it. Go right on ahead.
Okay, so
all right, 4 minutes up.
Movies.
I hate him.
Movies.
The what movies?
The movies.
God, I don't watch movies. But I do know 50 Shades Freer is about to come out. Listen, I need a date. Listen.
What's so special about 50 Shades? He just tie you up and beat you and didn't want to have sex with you. I mean, I'm not into all that beating and bondage. That normal guys ain't the bondage. We don't need all the straps.
Handcuffs remind me of jail. I can't do that.
Too much going on with these whips now.
These handcuffs on now.
Ain't nobody gonna get whooped and beat. I don't care how free he is. That's all he do is tie you up. You just want somebody to tie you up. That's what.
You hit me with whip. I'm saying Kunta Kinte.
I'm listening.
We all know I'm secretive about what I like to do. We don't go.
You already said.
Oh yeah, it's all between me and my man. We don't say nothing.
Right. The moment she said it, we already know.
Yeah, we don't know nothing.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna know.
Everybody stay quiet.
It be alright. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Y'all,
well, I'm listening.
Y'all so damn petty.
See on chandelier, twirling.
Y'all petty.
Come out with a whip,
right.
Tail taped to.
Okay, so.
Tail taped with a chain hanging on it like a.
Y'all not telling them they too risque.
Talk about I'm on my way to work.
Hey, I don't need all that.
Listen, it's not about that. It's a love story. You guys on this on
I know. I saw it. I like
y'all
it.
are Creedon.
Yeah, I like it though.
I read
it's
the
pretty
books first. So first of
all.
Okay.
So you very intense with that. That's why it's so free. She is free now. What's the character name? What's the guy name?
I'm not gonna talk about.
I mean, he was the billionaire.
Really trying to Christian Grey.
Christian Grey. That's it. That is it.
You're not gonna knock me because I'm a
That's a good
I'm a
movie.
reader.
It's a good movie.
It's a good book.
Okay, well the movie was good. I saw the last one.
Yeah, so I may be trying to get back with my ex-boyfriend. We'll go watch it together.
Just for the movie?
That always brings us right.
Just for the movie?
We always bring right back together.
So the movie bring you back together.
We be like, knock, knock, knock. You busy? What you doing? I just got to watching 50 Shades.
Bring that chain over here. We're gonna make this happen.
I miss you too.
And that's what that was, huh?
I said that next month.
About 3 weeks is when we back when it started.
They mad each other.
And then we hate each other 3 minutes later.
3
minutes later. I'm rolling over. Like, please don't talk to me.
3 minutes later. Wow.
That's all you can stop talking to me.
Hey man.
Cook breakfast and go home.
Everybody different.
It's lasted so long.
Minute printing.
Print out some business cards. We'll have your poster printed in 3 minutes.
Okay, hold on. Be right back.
And with that being said,
come back out here all messed up. I'm
Christian Grey.
I cannot stand these two. Oh my God.
Oh man.
You can get that high five I just gave you. I take it back.
I'm but you're funny though. I'm enjoying it.
Good. I'm glad you can laugh at my views. Now my time is up. So go into some music.
That was a good 4 minutes.
Yeah, that was good 4 minutes.
Well, you know what? That's
4 minutes. That's 4 minutes. You got finished, right? You been done.
I didn't say 3 minutes for the whole interaction. 3 minutes out is all over. It's only 5 for the whole interaction. Maybe 10. Anything over 10 minutes, I'm starting to notice the cracks in the wall. Oh, you need your foundations off.
You better call O'Shea.
That means you got sexual AD.
Right. She like this right here. It's over.
I think we need
better get Nolan Ryan on for me.
Nolan Ryan. Treatments.
Got a foundation problem.
You gotta stay focused.
10 minutes, I'm out of there.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into. I want to talk about the Mavericks and Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh my God.
Get his name wrong. You see that?
Oh, that's no big
deal. You gonna actually
deal.
talk about basketball?
Yeah,
because it's the sad post football season.
Yeah.
So what's coming up next, Russ? We got the combine, right? Yeah, the combine, and then the draft. Yeah.
And then free agency period.
That's ain't no bowl.
Yeah, free agency is March 1st. Isn't it?
March something. First week of March.
Yeah, March.
That's gonna be real interesting because I want to see what they're gonna do with Bell.
Giants got 25 free agents out.
God,
25.
They ready to go,
They got some problems, yeah. All right, we'll be right back with 411 Sports Talk Radio on 411RadioNetwork.com.
Adios.
Did y'all see that doggone Giants commercial for the NFL?
Yeah, that was funny.
That was crazy.
Dirty dancing.
I was like, how did they get him to do that?
Crazy.
Look, at the end when he did his fingers like this, I was like,
Y'all see that Cardi B commercial?
Yeah.
When was it
Amazon.
No, when somebody was the Amazon lost the voice.
Yeah, Alexa
lost the voice, and they had these backups. Cardi B was one of the backups. They say play country music. She started playing her music.
Just playing her song.
Yeah.
So how far is it to Mars?
Mars. It ain't even Mars.
It ain't Mars.
Mars.
You see that big in there? He launched his rocket and got that Tesla in space.
Yeah.
To Mars. That's crazy.
And it got.
Oh yeah, I
and it
saw
came
that.
back 2 minutes.
No, the rocket came back right on point when he said it's gonna come back.
But we can't do that stuff.
They can.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna let y'all handle this Maverick stuff. Well,
I'm gonna let them handle it too. I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know anything about the Mavericks. I have not watched.
Y'all can talk about how they talk about how LeBron is better than Jordan because at the end of the day, in this season he is. Just like at that point, Jordan was better than what's his name? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, and they season it is, but you gonna see nobody better than them right now. It is what it is. He's the best for his time.
Yep.
So when he come out and throw that baby powder up, he worth every cent of it. All of them fall on the things they got $3.
You want to throw the baby powder up, you sit right up there, let it all fall on you.
No, that's already I be out there like, I'm probably the least likely. I be like,
We got about
so dig this. It was very nice.
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
First, nice to meet you, man. I'm sure I see you around here.
All right, man. Just see you again.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a call.
I gotta hear that here.
All right.
All right, man. All right, y'all.
Be good now.
All right.
Thanks.
Have a good
Appreciate you coming by, Russell.
I'm claustrophobic. Thank you. Appreciate you. Plus, I just got to eat some honey onion pretzels.
Good.
I know I'm not even supposed to even eat stuff like that, but I haven't eaten all day. This diet got me going insane.
What kind of diet you on?
Oh God, no, I don't eat. I'm not supposed to eat pretzels.
I mean, what's is it a certain type of diet?
No, I just
Just what you
no, I got all chickens, all pastas, all soda, no alcohol.
That's good, man.
And I did that for the first 2 days. And then I go for the first 2 weeks.
Shell, you ready?
Trying to get ready for my surgery.
Oh, okay. Trying to get it right.
I tell you when I lay down,
You know I gotta go up and down the stairs, right? Okay. Calm that down. I'm ready when you are.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, put it over here. Please, please, please.
The surgery will make you famous. Huh?
All right. We're back. This is,
Not yet.
We're not that back.
No.
Okay.
Okay, now you're back.
All right, so we're back at 401 Sports Talk Radio on 401RadioNetwork.com. Want to thank Russell Burns for stopping by. That was pretty good there, huh?
He was
Oh
great.
yeah, 100.
He was
That
great.
was pretty good.
This whole interaction was
Oh,
pretty
I
nice.
thought it was me. I thought you said I was pretty good. You never want to give me my props.
You were
You
pretty
did
good.
all right. You plugged up Terrell Suggs. Let him know.
Yeah, you was pretty good. You doing good.
Entertainment.
All right, yeah.
The entertaining people.
I give you a B.
You give me a B?
You give it a B?
Because I didn't talk about the Panthers. She's such a hater.
About the Panthers?
Yeah, she wanted me to
The
talk
Black
about the movie,
Panther.
The Black Panther.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Carolina Panthers. I'm like, I'm good. I'm looking like, what happened that I don't know
I'm
about?
going to tell you why I talk about a lot of the black power and all. Let me tell you something.
Okay, tell me something.
Because I
It's not the black power.
Listen, let me tell you what it is.
That
This
is
Yeah,
a comic.
I'm not gonna deny that black people.
He's an
were treated-
Avenger.
Would you just hold on?
Sure, it's been hard.
Listen, they crying and talking about it's not because it's more black people in it, so it's not being given props because it's an all black cast. But so was Lord of the Rings. Yeah, listen, I've read it. This is how I feel about black people, and honest to God, truth.
Mm-hmm.
Just work and do you. Stop worried about what they're trying to give you.
That's
Stop
true.
worried about what you think is being taken away. Just work and do you.
So Monique's situation, you
Oh
feel
my
like
God.
Monique just
Oh,
worked
my
to do what you
goodness.
supposed to do?
Listen, at the end of the day, she's knocking everybody down. Girl, shut up. Like I said, just work and do you. So when they always said the black people was because it was all black, you're gonna find something racist in everything. Everything.
It's always
Even
something.
if it's unconscious, you're gonna find it in there in everything. Sit down, shut up, and enjoy it.
That ain't why I wanted to go watch the movie.
Well, tell me why.
The movie's gonna be good. I wanna watch
The
it.
movie don't have nothing to do with all
I like
that.
horror
You
movies.
just
I don't
talking.
watch that.
Angela Bassett.
Angela, and that's why
I
you
want to watch it because of Angela Bassett, like he said.
Angela
Bassett. Oh.
Angela Bassett is the mama.
She bad.
Girl, she
She
is
bad.
bad.
Ain't she bad?
Yes.
That's my girl crush.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And Black
That's
Panther
what we
is
do when
because
I'm on
he's an
that cougar love.
Avenger. I like the Avenger.
I can give me some Angela Bassett cougar love.
Oh, Lord,
That's
have
my
mercy.
girl crush.
Lord, have
All right, so
Ain't my girl crush. I like her, but she ain't no girl crush.
Who your girl crush?
I don't have one.
You ain't got a girl crush? Okay.
I got a man crush,
You got a- I
Denzel.
got a-
Uh-oh.
Denzel?
Uh-oh.
Denzel.
You
Denzel.
remember Denzel when he still had the gap before he got
Boy, them veneers, boy, they work
Boy,
wonders.
they
boy, I
work-
tell you.
the girl? He just got 2 big teeth put in.
That was
That's why it looks so unnatural.
You are serious.
He didn't even bother.
But he had a gap. I saw the gap. I was like, man, that ain't even him.
that was Carmen Cotton.
He just went and got 2 big teeth put in 2 chickens.
He was like
Two
17
chicklets.
years old.
Girl, you need to
He
quit.
just put
Now,
in
who got
Boy,
some big
crazy.
teeth is Steve Harvey.
No, Steve probably got some more teeth too. But and Jamie Foxx, he had a gap. They just put 2 big teeth in and got
Okay.
it.
Wow.
They're like,
That's
listen,
all right.
who cares if I look like Mr. Ed?
Hey, man.
Oh, that's what you.
The
were talking
veneers
about.
work wonders.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, y'all done hijacked the show.
You didn't make people leave when you brought up the man.
Oh, yeah, oh, boy, it's time to get out of here.
Russell was like, oh,
So we're going to talk about Dirk Nowitzki and his day. All right, man, it's time to go, man. We're going to go ahead and call it up, boss.
Yeah, you done let people get up
We're
out
gonna
of
talk
here.
about everything.
Oh wait, my wife is calling.
Yeah, you're gonna talk about everything that's irrelevant. Just let me tell you something.
Let's talk about the NFL commercials, the Super Bowl commercials.
It is other sports going on outside of Dallas.
Oh,
Do you know that there are other teams?
no, we can talk about
That there's other teams other than the Mavericks. There are other teams than the Stars. There are other teams other than the Cowboys.
And
you can talk about them.
the Wings going to kick off, too.
And you can talk about them.
Wings kicking off, and their training camp starts April
It's
3rd.
Coach Fred still with him?
Yeah,
Yeah, how are you still with
Okay,
him?
what's the Wings? Tell me what that is.
Dallas Wings,
Dallas Wings,
WNBA.
Oh, we gotta get you
The women's.
tickets
Ooh, gotta give me tickets for what?
to go see the Wings.
Oh.
At least one game.
Go
You
out
gotta
there and check them out.
experience.
Now,
You might find some. You might find you some more girl crush.
There you
Cedric,
go.
I don't need it.
now Cedric,
I don't want a big woman that looks
Cedric,
You might
I
find.
big old,
I do have my final 4 quarters for the year.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Now we
great.
have to actually talk about
Please
football.
go back to football.
Let's do the final 4 quarters of the year. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Boy, everybody lighten up.
Yes.
No,
First quarter.
You better start having panic attacks with no football.
Okay, here's the first quarter. What do you do with Nick Foles? Do you A, trade
He's got a
him?
bomb next year.
Do you B, keep him until
He's got a
Carson
bomb
Wentz
next year.
is ready? Or C, do you keep him as a backup anyway full time?
I say you keep them.
Number 3.
Can they keep him? I don't know. I mean,
Well,
is he
Next year
restricted?
he's due $7 million in the last year of his 2-year contract.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So he can't go anywhere. He can't go
Unless they
anywhere.
trade him.
Unless you trade him.
Yeah, I say you keep them.
Man, I see.
He's a Super Bowl MVP backing up Carson Wentz.
You keep them. But the question,
that's
the question is, do you give Carson Wentz? I mean, is this job open?
No, the job. You know Carson Wentz.
No, it's
That's
not
what they-
open.
that's
No,
what
they say Carson
not-
Wentz is the man.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the man.
Yeah. So he's going back to backup.
He's going back. To
I mean,
back.
but
so
Carson
what you
Wentz,
said?
now Carson Wentz did tear his ACL and LCL.
They said he's going to be out longer than what they.
He might not even be ready for week 1, even that's what he's aiming.
But here's the deal, though. It's no different than Trent Dilfer.
The reason why I ask this question is because if you're the Arizona Cardinals, for an example, and you throw a first-round pick in there with cash to get Nick Foles, would you make the trade?
They need that. I would say do that all day.
Well, see, I'd wait to see what Kirk Cousins is doing.
Kirk Cousins is garbage.
No. Kirk Cousins is better than you think he is.
Kirk Cousins is not better than Alex. Name me somebody Kirk Cousins is better than.
He is. He said there was a lot of passion.
Sure did.
I mean, because I watch this guy play all the time, and it's like Steve Smith said in the interview. He said Kurt have not done anything to back the Brinks truck up to his garage. And I mean, I saw that. I was waiting to see him out there in Minnesota. I was gonna tell him that too. Like, well, that was funny. But I'm saying, what have he done to back to that he deserved the Brinks truck to be at his house?
So is that why? Washington is not paying him the money?
Exactly. He have not showed he can actually win with a team. I mean, Alex Smith have been to the playoffs every year.
He needs a team around him.
I understand, but
Washington ain't got nobody around him.
But Kirk Cousins, I still feel that I don't see it. I don't see
Washington has nothing around him.
it. Okay. So if Alex Smith come in and make it to the playoffs with the same people Kurt have,
then you got me.
Okay, well, we just got to see it.
Then you got me.
So what are we gonna do with Nick Foles?
Nick Foles, I would say
Why
be
you
with.
always so sure?
I would say Nick Foles. A great pick for him would be. I talked with Shipley, the Arizona Cardinals center, and we was talking at the Taste NFL. We do the event every year, and I said, "How you think the team?" When we was talking about the head coach, which the head coach is a good friend of mine, Steve Wilkes. That's a good friend of mine. And I was explaining to him how good of a coach he is, but he said, "I don't think we missing is a quarterback." And I said, "You know what? You're right." I said, "Y'all in a very similar situation that we were with Carolina when we had Jake Delhomme. We had nobody else."
Is David Johnson? Is he gonna be?
He's going to be back. Yeah,
It's gonna be back.
Yes, he's going to be back.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him out in during the Super Bowl. I saw him.
And are they getting rid of Adrian Peterson?
That's what we didn't talk about that. I don't know.
Because that's on the table too.
That's on the table. But my thing is,
What do you
they're
do with
quarterback
Foles?
away.
What do
I
you
would
do
say
with
Foles would be a great situation for Arizona. You still got Larry Fitzgerald.
Well, you the Eagles GM. What do you do with him? Considering what you just said about Arizona,
I
considering
don't get rid of a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
considering Wentz's condition right
But Wentz
now.
condition,
I
and
know,
all that
I know.
plays a part. You don't want to they don't want to throw Wentz back. Wentz is for 15 years.
That's why you keep Nick Foles. That's why you keep Nick Foles. Let Wentz come back gradually.
So believe me, a lot of GMs are probably talking with Philly right now.
I know they are. I know a bunch of them are. A bunch like Broncos.
Broncos, yeah, they need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback.
Bad.
Yeah.
But who says that Foles gonna go to, like she said, Foles can bomb next year? Who said he's gonna go to a team that's gonna know how to use him? Because apparently Philly know how to.
Because he was
the Rams
he was
did.
with Rams
The
and
Rams
they,
did. The Rams did it all. No.
They didn't know what they was doing with him.
I said that before. It's all about how they're being coached.
Yeah, and
So, you know,
A lot of instances.
Arizona might not be the spot.
All right.
Did Josh McDaniels take that?
He rescinded.
Robert Kraft ended up sweetening the deal for him.
No.
And,
Yeah.
and
I saw that on Instagram.
he
He
added
said,
more money to the contract, and Josh couldn't turn it down.
What's so
So he's
crazy
staying
about
as
it?
but you know
OC.
what? Being a head, Josh has been a head coach before. He said it didn't work out.
He couldn't do it. Yeah.
Some guys are not built
In
for head
Denver,
coach.
right?
In Denver,
Yeah. He only stayed there one or 2 years.
maybe 2 years.
Maybe
Yeah.
two.
That's what Brock Osweiler.
And they fired him during the season.
That's
Yeah.
what Brock
He went back.
Osweiler, right? Wasn't he there with Brock Osweiler?
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But see, so if I'm the Eagles, I'm keeping Nick Foles.
And Dante?
Man, that's hard. I would say trade him, man.
Unless somebody can give me something good.
I'd say a first round pick and some money. I would trade.
But the first round has got to be top 10.
But the first round is going to be a backup. It's almost like the Alex Smith situation when
Yeah.
they picked up the quarterback behind Alex, and he's now finna be
Now
the
he's
man.
gonna- he's gonna be
so
ready,
I would
yeah.
say get a first round pick, trade Nick Foles off, trade him to Arizona, get a first round pick. You got to get a first round pick.
Yeah, but you don't get a first round backup quarterback.
But you don't know that. Yes, a lot of people got first round backup.
Not with
quarterback.
Carson Wentz in there. Carson Wentz got years.
That's true. Yeah,
He's
that's true.
He's gonna
That's
be there
true.
for a long time.
I would say pick up a quarterback in free agency.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, get a.
But then if you do that, then why would you get rid of Nick Foles?
I mean, just make more money. To bring more money to the team. At the end of the day, you still got to have a front line. You look at Jason Peterson; he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. So
You know, Darren Sproles, he got hurt. So many guys were injured.
and they need a number one running back.
They need a number. Well, Ajayi and Blunt is pretty solid.
Yeah, they are. They are.
So I don't
Combination.
see even receiver wise. They
They're
solid
pretty
at
good.
receiver.
Mhm.
You know, it just get somebody solid they can back win something. I think you'll be okay. They can come in week one.
I still say I would keep Nick Foles because if Carson
That's $7 million you got sitting on the bench holding a clipboard.
Yeah, but still though, I mean, first of all, backup quarterbacks, you know, if they go down, your season's pretty much done.
And he'll be
See,
third
Foles
going into
came
the
in.
season.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Foles came
Foles came
in and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you're a starter and you go down, there's no backups.
Never.
So I
Okay.
mean, yeah, you lit it, and plus they're paying Carson Wentz, but they're paying Carson Wentz rookie money.
Rookie money, and it's going to be
So-
it's going to be.
so they got a little
they got
cushion.
a little cushion. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
All right, second quarter. Did Coach Peterson out-coach Bill Belichick?
No, athletes.
Yeah, I think that was after.
I think when Cooks got knocked out, that took away a lot of New England game plan because Cooks was the big play receiver. You know, he can blow the top off the defense because he's so fast. But when you knock him out the game, now you have nobody. Now you have a no deep threat.
Yeah.
So you can sit on everything. And I think if they had Cooks that can stretch the field out and stretch the middle safety to take him in, it opened up for Gronkowski and everybody else.
Anytime you got your star quarterback going out for a pass play, you know, and can't catch the pass.
But you know what? Anytime a team do trick plays,
Yeah,
you run it out of plays.
Mhm.
You run it out of things to do.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure it out.
They start that trick play, and the reason why Philadelphia did it because Philadelphia was already in command.
No, they say it was a command. They just needed a good play for a 2-point
But this right here was a good This right here was a good play.
It caught him off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never saw that coming.
But New England play was like, okay, we desperate.
New England was like we desperate. Exactly.
Yeah, that was a desperate play.
All right, quarter 3. Tom Brady is still the GOAT. True or false?
True.
Yeah. I say yes. And the reason why I say is because with all this, I mean, yeah, you got Deflategate, and yeah, you got the videos and everything.
Deflategate,
Spygate and all that. You got all them gates he's a part of.
But you still got to execute.
you still got to execute.
You still got to execute.
And he's pretty good at executing. And plus, he can play with anybody. You put anybody on that offensive team, and he still make them as good as they are. Because listen, Wes Walker was good in New England. He goes to Denver, you don't even hear him anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, you got these players that even LeGarrette Blount, had he not gone to Philadelphia, he would have been a missing piece.
Mm-hmm.
New England, Tom Brady can make players just like Brett Favre made players.
Okay. All right, and last quarter. Jason Garrett, in 7 seasons, has 1 playoff victory. Doug Peterson, in 2 seasons, has a Super Bowl win. Going into Jason Garrett's 8th season, if he does not win the Super Bowl, should he be out as head coach of the Dallas Cowboys?
Of course. I mean, you can't expect him to win the Super Bowl.
Well, number one,
Jerry like him there because he can still tell him he's just sit there. He's that type of coach.
Number one, you can't. First of all, putting that pressure on any coach to say if you don't win the Super Bowl, you're out. Give me some playoff wins. Let's make this thing interesting. At least get us to the championship game.
8 seasons though.
Yeah, I know.
8 seasons.
Okay, I'm sorry, Marv Levy. I mean, I can go down the list of coaches. Marv has never.
Marv who?
Marv Levy.
Marv Lewis.
He led the Bills to 4 straight Super Bowls and didn't win not one of
But
them.
he won the Super Bowl. He about Marvin Lewis.
Marvin Lewis, yeah.
Oh, Marvin Lewis. Okay,
Yeah.
he said Marv Levy.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm thinking Marvin Lewis.
Okay.
Marvin Lewis
Who's been there
Marvin Lewis is still
going
there.
into 16 years of head coach.
They ain't sniffed the Super Bowl.
Come on, man. The dynamic of that team haven't changed since. And they haven't won. I mean, my thing is what's going to make him these next 2 years say he going to win a Super Bowl?
Nothing.
I
mean, so if you put that pressure on Jason Garrett, shouldn't you put that pressure on other coaches that have been in that same position?
I mean, I think the demand of the Cowboys to win, that's the number one thing. It's such a demand, they say, for them to win. Now, the Cincinnati Bengals, I mean, if they make it, the odds they make is always like, no, they're not going to make it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Alex, not Alex, but who was the coach in Kansas City?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, I mean, he got a great
resume.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone to the playoffs and they lose all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys ain't even went to the playoffs.
Well,
that's all I'm saying. They ain't even making the playoffs.
So I'm saying put them in the.
But I'm saying they have not made the playoffs. And they've had like what? No playoff wins in the last.
The last playoff win was like 2009
against the Eagles.
Yeah. And then so they had in 2014 they had a 13-3.
I'm sorry, that is not true. Their last playoff win was against the Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions, yeah, when the boy raises, and then they lost the next week to Green Bay.
That's their last playoff win.
Yeah.
And how long ago that was it?
2014.
Okay, and Marvin Lewis he haven't made the playoffs at all. Garrett have made the playoff one in 8 years.
Right, I'm just saying to put that. First of all, putting that pressure, telling you got to go to Super Bowl and win. That's pressure you don't put on your coach. What I will do is say you need to be in the playoffs and you need to win some games in the playoffs.
So let me ask you a question. The same way I look at Garrett's situation was with Munchak and Tennessee Titans.
Mike Munchak.
Mm-hmm. They even though he won a game, they still fired him. So it's almost like the same situation. What you just saying, if you don't get to the Super Bowl and win, and think about it, they put the same pressure on Tom Kaufman, and he responded every time they won the Super Bowl.
Kaufman
So that's what I'm saying. If Tom Kaufman can respond and win, why come Jason Garrett can't respond and win?
My thing is this right here. I always say this right here. Everybody's different.
Everybody's different, but it's all about results.
It is about results. That's why I say my results is I want to see you at least get to the championship game. It's hard, and you know just as well as I know. It's hard to get to the Super Bowl.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: when Kaufman was up on that hot seat, if he don't win, who they had to make them boys win. Michael Strahan. His players came together and responded. But that's what I'm saying. It's not enough responsible players on the Cowboys team to bring that team together. They don't have those type of players because everybody's 26, 25.
No veteran leadership.
No veteran leadership. Michael Strahan turned that whole team around. They all had a meet, and once they had that meet, them boys started winning.
The players, and
they take the players not, and so you know.
But you need that veteran leadership on team. You talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
Veteran leadership because all these players are young. So I mean, maybe you get somebody to say, hey, you know what, I ain't used to losing, so we ain't gonna do this. Maybe you get players with that mentality. Say, we not losing no more. I'm not used to losing.
But do the Cowboys have those type of players?
Well, you gotta.
To me, they players are mediocre players. They players come to play, make their money, and go home.
Well,
I'll just be honest. I mean, I look at them as they don't care about when they love the spotlight to do it, but they all about I'm gonna come, get my stats, get my yards, and go home. Mm-hmm. I look at Jalen Ramsey when they showed him crying on the sideline saying, I'm tired of losing, man. I'm tired of losing. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen a Cowboy player say, I'm tired of you losing?
I just walk off the field.
They just walk off the field.
They just walk off.
Audience comment. Audience comment.
You got the little sign and everything.
Kendall said,
we Hollywood it is. Throw the sign up.
Laugh track.
Boy.
Kendall Williams says defense wins championships. And I would say this right here. I think maybe the coaches that the Cowboys have brought in, like a Leon Lett, who's been there before, who knows what it takes, like the boy from Seattle, who built that deliver the boom defense. You know, you still got the Rob Marinelli who can make, he can make lemonade out of lemons. You know, I think that mentality. You think you got the coaches that can give you that mentality. I'm with you. I think you need players.
You need the players with that
on the field.
Now, if Dallas pick up what's the Thomas, Earl Thomas,
yeah,
because they got Seattle coach. If Dallas pick him up, he's a great leader for that back. He's a great leader for that.
Yeah.
So that's a plus if they have.
And you got all those young kids.
Yes,
that listen to
that has to listen to that. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes the players you bring in can dictate how that team really is.
Right, and then Sean Lee, Sean Lee needs to stay on the field though.
Sean Lee just get hurt a lot.
I know. If he can stay on the field, that's a whole new different situation.
Yeah.
I think as well, going to the offensive end of the football, as a Cowboys fan, going on, since who knows when, in Jason Garrett's era, I've heard too many players, Ray Lewis on multiple times to where he will say, I know what they're going to do before they run the play.
Yes, sir.
In other words, we're getting too vanilla offensively, and when you look at the Eagles' playoff run, you saw a coach who didn't care if he lost it on fourth down or not. He was aggressive, he called the right plays, and he was unpredictable the whole playoffs.
Exactly.
There was an underdog the whole playoffs.
Sure was.
Now, offensively, was Garrett running the offense or Scott Linehan? Right. My thing is be more innovative. Don't allow the defense to keep running you over because you too plain and vanilla to where you run the same old thing for 8 years.
But
exactly.
Let's go back.
Zeke left and right.
Let's go back to what we talked about with Russ Maryland. Everybody knew what the Cowboys were gonna do.
Everybody. My son called it out.
Yeah, everybody knew. No, I'm talking about when the Cowboys were winning Super Bowls. Everybody knew what they were gonna do. You're either gonna run Emmett up the hole, or you're going to dish it to...
but like he made a great example, it's different players now.
Yeah, and they had more confidence.
I understand the confidence, but it's different players now than it was back then. Like you said, it's a lot of things you can't get away with.
Stronger.
They're bigger, faster, and stronger.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah. Let's see here. Velda B. Hey, what's going on, Velda? Kendall, she showed quiet tonight. What happened to them Pats? Oh, they talking about you.
Wow.
Yeah. Excuse me.
That's your friend, Kendall.
Excuse me, audience. Comment. I'm not even going to call you. Audience comment. They're talking football. I'm letting the men be men.
We didn't hear that last week, though, did we?
Listen, okay, I'll tell you this. The better team won. At the end of the
she's
day,
not a poor sport.
Listen, at the end of the day, the better team won. Of course, I would have wanted the Patriots to win, but who cares? They have more rings than they can count. It's okay.
What Tom Brady's wife say? This team haven't won in a million years.
Yeah, so, give it to the underdogs. It's all good. They had to give it. They had to give it to New Orleans when they team when they, City went underwater, they give it to Philly because.
So they just need a rebirth.
Yeah. All right, real quick.
No worries.
Let's talk. Let's
The
talk.
better team won.
Hall of Fame players.
All right.
Randy Moss.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
I just want to hear Randy Moss talk.
I want to hear
that.
You know this Ray Lewis speech going to be epic.
I know it is.
Oh, we was laughing about that. Some of the guys that was at the viewing, we was just saying, man, you know what? We can't wait to Ray Lewis say this speech.
You know he gonna walk. You know he gonna walk in like
this. Gonna
be
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
He gonna walk in how I got the perfect thing.
He gonna come in with that dance. You know the little slide dance. He gonna open up.
Well, he did that when he was announced as a Hall of Famer. He walked in with that dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that speech, Ray Lewis, T.O., I think T.O.
Terrell Owens.
That T.O. speech is going to be
He's going to come in crying through his whole thing.
You know, Terrell Owens is the only receiver in NFL history to have 8 seasons of over 800 yards per season. Not even Jerry Rice accomplished that feat.
He messed up himself. It was his attitude.
They say they say in Minnesota when he got off the plane, they say the media messed around and called him before he got in the limo. He told me, "Oh, I don't care about winning no Hall of Fame." They said they called him before he got off the plane. So, oh, he ain't worried about that no more.
But then he tweeted a Hall of Fame hat.
Man, T.O. something.
T.O. Yeah, he off the chain. Yeah. Brian Dawkins.
That's good feeling.
Yeah, and he still don't like Dallas.
Yeah,
him and they had Emmitt Smith and Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins on the
panel.
Yeah, on the panel. Well, not on the panel together. They was in the media, right?
Okay.
Well, Dawkins started talking a bunch of noise.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, my name burned something.
Really, Cedric? Really, Cedric?
Dawkins. Anyway, Dawkins was on the floor.
Let me find out you can't even get you now. Receiving the security.
Emma like we still got more rings than you.
Oh yeah.
He said when you catch up to us, then you talk to me.
Yeah.
What did Dawkins say in return?
No, he didn't really say nothing. They was going back. They were first going back. When he said that, it's like okay, well.
Yeah. Urlacher, that's a good pick.
He's still like Brian Urlacher was good. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, and then the elders committee they brought in who is this?
Why don't you have this
Everson
printed
Walls
out
make
already?
it?
No, Everson Walls.
He did not make it.
Why don't you have this printed out already? You normally have a ton of paper. Now all of a
Because
sudden
I
you're
have.
trying to scroll on it without your glasses because you know you're like 152.
And Bobby Beathard, the GM for San Diego Chargers.
I just saw a picture. He got real old.
Bobby Beathard, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they're deserving. Yeah, I hate the fact that Everson Walls didn't get in now.
Yeah.
So now he's got to wait till the elders committee.
The seniors.
Yeah, the seniors. Yeah, he's got to be voted in by a senior. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It's been fun.
Well, it's been real. We got smoked out of this bad boy.
Yeah. Down there. At that dinner.
Yeah.
Looks like it's Wendy's night.
So for your information, it was not me. Just so y'all know, I was not the one burning food.
Okay. They burned up ramen noodles.
Quick Trip hot dogs.
They'll give me the biggest hot dog you got. Won't even fit on the bun. Them big Quick Trip.
Burnt up ramen noodles.
And be straight beef. We got beef.
Trip hot dogs for you.
All right, we can get on out of here.
Yeah.
Get on out of here. This has been 411 Sports Talk Radio on PhoneRadioNetwork.com. Thanks a lot, Dante. Thanks,
Yes, sir.
Desiree. Thanks, Professor. We'd like to thank
Yes, sir.
from coming in. Thank you for security, for being security. We're getting ready to get on out of here.
All
We'll
right.
see you guys next week.
Next week.
All right.
Bye.
Throw.
Bye. Sorry, y'all.